Imagine this. You're drifting in space, far from anything familiar. No sound, no air, just silence and darkness stretching in every direction. And ahead of you, something almost invisible, something you can't clearly see, but you can feel, a black hole. At first, it doesn't look like much, not a giant hole, not a spinning vortex pulling everything in like you might expect. Just a region of space that seems wrong. Light bends around it, stars behind it appear distorted, stretched into strange arcs. It's not showing itself directly, but it's there, and you're moving toward it. Slowly at first, almost unnoticeably. There's no sudden pull, no dramatic moment where you feel grab. If the black hole is large enough, you wouldn't even feel gravity increasing right away. You just keep drifting, unaware of how serious the situation is becoming. That's what makes it so unsettling, because nothing feels dangerous. Not yet. You look around, expecting some clear sign that something is wrong, but everything feels normal. Your body isn't being stretched. Your breathing is steady. Your sense of time hasn't changed. If you didn't know where you were, you might not even realize anything unusual is happening. And that's the trap, because the real danger of a black hole isn't obvious at first. It doesn't announce itself. It lets you get closer. As you drift forward, the distortion of light becomes more noticeable. The stars behind the black hole begin to curve more sharply. Space itself seems to bend, as if the geometry of the universe is being twisted in front of you. This is your first real clue. You're not just moving through space anymore. You're moving into something deeper, something that changes the rules. And yet, from your perspective, time continues normally. Seconds pass, thoughts flow. Nothing inside your experience tells you that anything is about to go terribly wrong. But from far away, someone watching you would see something very different. They would see you slowing down, not your motion through space, but your motion through time. Your signals would take longer to reach them. Your movements would appear delayed. The closer you get, the slower you. As if time itself is beginning to stretch around you, but you don't feel that. To you, everything is still moving forward. This is where the situation becomes deeply unsettling, because there are now two versions of reality, the one you experience and the one everyone else sees, and they are no longer the same. As you continue falling, the boundary ahead, the point where everything changes, gets closer. There's no line, no surface, no visible edge, but it's there, a limit, a threshold. On say you pass it, nothing, not even light, can escape. But here's the terrifying part. From your perspective, there is no warning, no sudden shift, no moment that tells you, this is it. You just keep moving forward. And by the time you realize what's happening, you're already too far to turn back. As you continue drifting forward, something important is getting closer. Not something you can see, not something you can touch, but something that defines everything that will happen next. The event horizon. It's often described as the point of no return, a boundary around a black hole where escape becomes impossible. Not just difficult, not just unlikely, completely impossible. Once anything crosses this boundary, it can never come back, not even light. That's why black holes appear black. Light goes in, nothing comes out. But here's what makes this boundary so unsettling. It doesn't look like anything. There's no visible surface, no glowing line in space, no sudden change in color or texture. If you were falling toward it, you wouldn't see a wall approaching you. You wouldn't feel a force pushing against you. You would simply pass through it, and you wouldn't even notice the exact moment it happened. This is where your intuition begins to fail again, because you expect important boundaries to be obvious. You expect a clear signal that something has changed. But the event horizon doesn't behave that way. It's not a physical barrier. It's a limit defined by the structure of space-time itself. From your perspective, everything still feels normal. Your body isn't suddenly crushed. Your thoughts don't freeze. Your clock doesn't stop. If the black hole is large enough, the gravitational difference across your body is still small. You could cross the event horizon without any immediate physical sensation. That's what makes it so deceptive, because even though nothing feels different, everything has changed. From the outside, the situation looks completely different. Someone watching you from far away would never actually see you cross the event horizon. As you get closer, your signals take longer and longer to escape. Your movements appear slower and slower. The light you emit becomes stretched, fading toward invisibility. To them, you seem to freeze, right at the edge. You never quite disappear. You just get dimmer, slower, more distant, as if time itself is stopping for you. But that's not what you experience. You continue falling. Your clock ticks normally, your thoughts continue. The universe outside still exists behind you, though it may begin to look distorted. There is no dramatic pause, no sense that time has stopped. This creates a strange contradiction. From one perspective, you never cross the event horizon. From another, you already have bought the real. And neither can be dismissed. This is where the situation becomes more than just dangerous. It becomes deeply confusing, because the idea of a single shared reality begins to break down. The sequence of events depends on perspective. What one observer sees is not what another experiences. And once you pass the event horizon, something even more extreme becomes true. There is no path back, not because something is pulling you like a force you could resist, but because the structure of space-time itself has changed in a way that makes going back impossible. All possible paths lead inward. Forward no longer means moving through space. It means moving deeper toward the center. And that center is where the real danger begins. It's the beginning of something far more extreme. Once you've crossed the event horizon, something subtle but profound has changed. Not in the way you might expect. There's no sudden flash, no violent shock, no instant destruction. If the black hole is large enough, you could continue falling without feeling anything unusual right away. But the structure of reality around you is no longer the same. Outside the event horizon, you still had options. You could move in different directions. You could choose to go forward, backward, away. But now, those options are gone. Not because you're being forced, but because those paths no longer exist. Every possible direction leads inward. This is the part that's hardest to imagine, because we think of falling as moving through space. But inside a black hole, that idea begins to fail. The deeper you go, the more space and time begin to mix in ways your intuition can't handle. The direction toward the center, the singularity, is no longer just a place in space. It becomes something more like a moment in time. You are not just moving toward it, you are moving toward it the way you move toward the future. And just like you can't stop time from moving forward, you can't stop yourself from moving deeper inside the black hole. This is what makes it truly terrifying, because it removes the idea of escape completely. Not just physically, but fundamentally. Even if you had infinite strength, infinite energy, it wouldn't matter. There is no path that leads outward. The geometry of space-time itself has closed that possibility. And as you continue falling, something else begins to change. Time behaves differently from your perspective. It still feels normal. Your thoughts continue. Your body experiences time in the usual way. But the outside universe begins to behave strangely. The light from distant stars becomes distorted, shifted, compressed into a shrinking patch behind you. The entire future of the universe could appear to unfold more quickly. Events that would normally take millions or billions of years could seem to accelerate, playing out faster and faster as you fall deeper. It's as if the rest of reality is speeding up relative to you. This isn't just science fiction. It's a consequence of how time and gravity interact. The stronger the gravitational field, the more it affects the flow of time between different observers. And inside a black hole, that effect becomes extreme. The deeper you go, the more disconnected your experience, becomes from the rest of the universe. It's as if you are slipping out of sync with reality itself. And then there's the final destination, the singularity, a point where the known laws of physics break down completely, where density becomes infinite and the equations that describe space-time stop making sense. It's not just a place, it's a limit of our understanding. You are moving toward it, inevitably. Not because something is pulling you in a conventional sense, but because inside the black hole, that is the only possible future. This is the moment where everything changes. Because now, the danger is no longer theoretical. It's unavoidable. And as you continue falling, the effects that were once subtle begin to grow stronger, more intense, more violent, until the final stage begins, where the black hole stops being invisible and starts tearing you apart. The ultimate fate, spaghettification, up to this point, the danger has felt distant, subtle, almost abstract. Time behaves strangely. Space curves in ways you can't fully picture, but physically, you might still feel intact. That doesn't last. Because as you fall deeper, the black hole's gravity doesn't just get stronger, it becomes uneven. This is the key. The part of you that is closer to the center of the black hole feels a stronger pull than the part that is farther away. At first, the difference is small, too small to notice, but as you continue falling, that difference grows. Your feet, if they're pointed toward the center, are pulled more strongly than your head. The gap between those forces increases with every moment. What was once a gentle difference becomes a stretching force, a force that doesn't just pull you inward, it pulls you apart. At the same time, something else is happening. While you're being stretched in one direction, you're being compressed in the others. Your sides are squeezed inward as the gravitational field reshapes your body. The result is a transformation that is as extreme as it sounds. You are being stretched into a long, thin shape. This process has a strange name, spaghettification. It sounds almost humorous. But the reality is anything but, because this isn't a gradual change you can adapt to. The forces involved become so strong that no material can resist them. Not bone, not metal, not anything known. The difference in gravitational pull from one end of your body to the other becomes overwhelming. And there's no way to stop it. You can't fight it. You can't stabilize yourself. There is no surface to push against, no direction to escape toward. Every path leads deeper, and every moment increases the force acting on you. Eventually, the stretching becomes so extreme that the structure of your body can no longer hold together. And beyond that point, the concept of a body stops making sense entirely. What makes this even more unsettling is that, depending on the size of the black hole, this process might not begin immediately after crossing the event horizon. In a very large black hole, you could pass the boundary without noticing anything unusual, and only later experience the full intensity of these forces, which means the danger is delayed. You might not even realize how close you are to the point where it begins, and by the time you do, it's already too late. This is the physical reality of falling into a black hole, not an instant disappearance, not a dramatic explosion, but a gradual, unstoppable stretching, driven by the most extreme gravitational differences in the universe. And it leads to the final stage, because even after everything you've experienced, there is still one more twist, one more layer of reality that makes this situation even stranger than it already is. The deeper truth, what happens to you, may never be seen at this point. Everything feels final. You've crossed the event horizon. You're falling deeper. The forces are growing stronger. Your fate seems sealed, inevitable, unavoidable. From your perspective, the story continues forward, moment by moment, toward an end you cannot escape. But thing, very different is happening. To a distant observer, watching safely from far away, you never actually fall in. Not completely. As you approach the event horizon, your motion appeared to slow down. Your signals took longer to arrive. The light you emitted became stretched, dimmer, redder, fading into the background of space. And then something strange happened. Right at the edge, not because you stopped moving, but because the signals carrying information about you took longer and longer to escape. From their perspective, each moment of your fall was delayed more than the last. Your clock appeared to slow, your movements stretched across time, until eventually you became almost impossible to see. Fading, slowing, approaching the boundary, but never quite crossing it. This creates a paradox. From your perspective, you passed the event horizon without noticing anything special. You continued inward, deeper into the black hole. But from the outside, you are forever suspended at the edge, never fully disappearing. And yet, they completely disagree. This is not just a trick of vision. It's a consequence of how time and gravity interact at extreme levels. The closer you get to the black hole, the more time for you slows relative to the outside universe. Signals stretch information delays. The connection between you and the rest of reality begins to break. And eventually, it does. From the outside, everything you do after a certain point becomes unreachable, not hidden, cut off. The information simply never arrives. It is trapped, carried inward with you, unable to return, which leads to a strange conclusion. What happens to you beyond that point? But because it cannot be observed from the outside, your reality continues, but it becomes isolated, disconnected from the rest of the universe. And this is the deeper truth. A black hole doesn't just trap objects. It traps information. It separates perspectives in a way that breaks the idea of a single shared reality. What you experience and what others observe no longer align. They become two different descriptions of the same event, both valid, but impossible to reconcile into one picture. And that's what makes it truly unsettling. Not just the physical danger, but the way it forces you to rethink reality itself. Because in the end, falling into a black hole isn't just about what happens to you. It's about the realization that there may not be one single version of events that everyone agrees on, only perspectives, only experiences. And sometimes those experiences can never be shared.